Hi Shivan.
Hi.
So I'll share my screen now. Can you able to see my screen?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll start off with ELT 1379. As an admin, I need the medicine files uploaded so that they can be accessed. So
Yeah.
this is for creating a teacher edition section in the English for medicine files. So I'll open this in test site. So we have created a separate section called teacher edition. And inside that we have level 1 and level 2. So in level 1, we have full download, so user can able to download it. And I have implemented as the folder structure you have mentioned, and it will be separated by the headings, course review, introduction, unit. It will be separated by units,
Yeah.
and the files, respective files will be attached to that. And as you said, this is password protected.
That looks perfect. Thank you.
Okay. So this is same as level 2.
That's great. Thank you.
Okay. So shall I move on to the next one?
Yep.
So ELT 1373, as an admin, I need the Big English samples downloaded so that they can be transferred. So this is a task for getting the assets from the Big English page. So I have downloaded and shared it in the drive to you. So
Yeah.
anything? Okay.
That's all fine for me.
And the next one is ELT 1386. As an admin, I need the Facebook pixel code added to all English.com pages so we can track traffic. So in this site, this page itself, we can check. If you give view source, you can see the Facebook. You can see the Facebook pixel code added to, like this. In all the pages we have added English.com, English.com blog, and ELT pages. All English.com ELT pages.
Well, that's great. Thank you.
Okay, that's it for Shivan's story.
No, no story
That's it from
on my side.
so next, Sheikh will continue.
Can share your screen.
I'll stop sharing my screen. Okay.
Hi, Shivam.
Hi.
Share my screen now. Are you able to see my screen?
Yeah.
Okay.
Not yet. No. There we go.
Yeah, okay.
Well, Sue's here now as well.
Yeah, okay.
Hello.
Oh, hi, Sue.
Hi there. You can guarantee whenever I have an early start, there's something wrong with the train.
Okay.
Have you got to?
Yes. ELT 1370. As an admin, I need the GSE site updated so that it is accurate. This is the one. We have added one text introduction to the global scale of English learning. I will show you the demo.
Yeah, that's great. That's
This is
fine.
the
Thank you.
introduction to
Yeah.
the global scale of English learning.
That's good.
That's all, Shubham.
Yeah, that's good. Thank you.
Thank
So, Shivan, can you move all of your stories to close the spaces?
Yeah.
Okay. So, can we continue with your story review?
Sure.
Pearson readers.
Yes. Yep.
Okay.
Hi, Shiv.
Hi, Balaji.
Harsha, I'm not Balaji, I'm Sheikh.
Oh, Shake. Sorry.
No problem. Shiv. ELT 1213. As a web manager, I want a new catalog landing page so I can direct readers traffic to a main search landing page. This is a design implementation of search category landing page. We have done as per the mockup. I will show you the demo.
Yes, that'd be great. Thanks.
This is the page. In the left hand side, we have created the search filtering. When I click, have the checkbox and on the right side, we have one created one promo banner. It's carousel jQuery.
Okay.
This also implemented, and we have a new release for kids readers and active readers, and then catalog banner,
Yeah.
and then making reader accessible to all. This is having two sections. The first one is new releases and the second one is popular titles. This also we have implemented on carousel jQuery. Same as popular titles.
So if I give you, what information will you need to recreate the carousels that are currently on the live site that are new releases and popular titles? Can I just give you the ISBN numbers and you just recreate them the same?
Yes, sure, Sue. You just give me the ISBN number and we will get the images and the contents from that particular ISBN number, and we will replace the dummy contents.
Okay, fabulous, thanks.
Okay.
I'll give you those today. I've got them from the product owner. And we've got editable text here, so we can change these labels, like popular title, and change the heading.
Yeah, Balaji will explain the functionality about this page.
Hi, Shiv.
Hi.
Okay, actually, we have made all the sections as a dynamic blocks.
Yeah.
This is the first carousel we have implemented. So this is a single banner carousel. So as of now, we have added the 3 dummy contents for the first carousel. And we can change the content at any time. So once we provided the images and the contents, then the redirection link for the button, then we will replace the banner. Then second one is new releases, and it is also including the same block and the carousel and the new releases. It is a single block and it is an editable one, and we can edit the content images at any time. And second one is the flip chart about catalog of over 480 readers. So this is also dynamic block. So we have some text and images only here, and we have added the view catalog buttons, and everything is editable. So once you provide the detail, we will replace it, and it is also simple one. Then third one is multiple sliders. So this is also editable. So as you said, once you provided the ISBN number, we will get the details from the reader site, and we will just get the images and content from there, and we will replace the dummy contents here. So the same like new releases and popular titles.
Yeah.
Next one is so this is making reading accessible to all. So this is also a dynamic block. So this is this has contained only the text, images, and the links. So we can change it at any time in our dynamic section. So it is also, we won't face any problem for this one. So these are those are the dynamic sections for the English readers page. And the second one is the functionality. Actually, we have implemented the same functionality. So as per the mockup, we have implemented the search box as first. Then we will put a search by categories as next. So we have added a small level of validation for search box. So if it is empty, then the red mark will show you. So if you want to add any text or anything related to the validation, and we will add those functionalities too. For
What's
example,
at the moment it says search by keyword, but we could make that say something different, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
So I might use like search by ISBN or search by title.
Okay. The problem is the text box is too small, so we can't give the big sentence inside the text box. So actually that is the problem. Or we will show for alternative solution, we will show any of the tooltip. If once the user click the text box, and the tooltip will be pop up to the users, and all the contents we will put inside the tooltip, so that the user can easily able to understand what is the functionality for.
Okay, all right, I'll have a look at that. Thank you.
Okay, so for example, if I give book, and as of now, I have implemented for open the page in a new tab, because we have set the search and filtering functionality only for the English readers page, and for others page we didn't add the same functionalities now. So this is the base functionality. So this is the big work, and we have completed this work. For the next sprint, we will just use the same functionality for entire page. I mean the readers, active and kids page, and the search page, and the filtering page too.
So Baji, what I would like to do is to have the filters appear on the existing landing pages for the 3 sections. So on the live site you've got a landing page for readers, active readers, and kids readers. I would like this left-hand search panel to appear on those pages.
Yes,
which will push the content over to the right, but I think it's possible.
Yes, it's possible. Right? Yes, correct. It's possible. So next sprint, we are planning to put the same search and filtering contents to the readers, active, and kids catalog page. And we have separate search pages too. For example, we have a global search page. Then we have the readers inner search, active inner search, and kids inner search. Then the search filtering option search functionality. So we have a separate template and separate pages for the entire search functionality. So we will just make this block enable for all the pages.
Lovely. Okay, that's a good idea. I forgot about the site search. That's a really good idea.
Okay. Once I make the changes, I will just remove the target new tab option, because now we don't have this option for any other pages. That's why I have added a new tab option. So once the user click the particular book name or ISBN, and it will redirect to the page in a new tab. So once I make it enable for all the pages, I will remove this functionality. So once the user click the search or filtering functionality, our next page will load at the same page itself.
Okay, I'm not sure I quite understood that last bit.
Okay.
Can you try again? Explain to me again.
Okay. For now, so once the user click the some sentence or ISBN number, some keywords, and if the user click the search button, and the new tab and the search result will be showing in a new tab, because in the new section we don't have the search and filtering option here. So because if it is loading in the same page, and the next page the user can't see the search and filtering functionality. If they want to do it again, then they have to come the back page. Then they need to give the search functionality. So that's why we make the system like this. And for next sprint, we are going to add the same section, the search and filtering section, for all the catalog pages, right?
Yeah.
So we no
So-
need this new tab options. So once the user search the page and the result page will be loading in the same tab.
Yeah, same tab. Yeah, no, I see what you mean. So when you do a search and you get a search results page,
Hmm.
you will still see the search filters on the left-hand side.
Yes.
Will you still see them on the search results pages as well as the existing landing pages?
Yes, you actually we are planning to give the search and filtering functionality in existing landing page. So as of now, the page width is 100%. For you are seeing the results search results page, the page width is 100%. And once we implemented the search and filtering functionality at the left hand side, so we have
Yeah.
split up the page size 30% and 70%. The search and filtering functionality will come 30%, and the remaining section will come 70%.
Fantastic. Okay, that's brilliant. Thank you.
Okay, sure. Thank you.
And just to confirm, the search by categories functionality is not changed from the existing functionality. It's just restyled.
Yeah, it's just restyled. It is not different for the existing functionality. Functionality wise, it's same. Both are same. So
Yeah.
I didn't change anything in the functionality wise. We have just changed the design part, and we have made some little bit corrections. And the
Oh.
functionality and searching option, everything is same.
Okay, good. All right, that's fine. I mean, in the new year, after Christmas, I think that the product owner Rachel will want to review the categories,
Okay.
and because also there will be another set of readers, a complete new sub-series. Well, actually, it's a kind of not entirely a sub-series. It's a subsection of kids readers. So she will want to review how the categories work. And that will be a different story in the new year. But that's planned work for January.
Okay.
Just a heads up.
Okay, sure. Then, so this is the filtering functionality, and this is the search functionality. And second one is the filtering functionality. So this is exactly like the same functionality. I didn't make any changes in the functionality. So here is the list. So once I click the search, and so this is the searching items readers CC start A1. So this is the same functionality.
Oh, so that shows you what you've searched for. I don't remember that from the live site.
Sorry, Sue?
When you go to if you go to the top of that page, Balaji, the where you see the blocks of that shows you what you've searched for. I don't remember it being like that on the live site, but it's a good reminder of what you've searched for.
Yes, you. So I'll just open the live site in a new tab. So so this is the live site.
Ah, I just haven't paid attention. Okay, thank you.
Here we have the functionality. For example, if I choose to functionality, then I'm just searching the functionality. So the blocks will come.
Yeah, you see them. Yeah. Okay, lovely.
Okay.
That looks really good on the test site, Balaji. That functionality is great, and the styling looks good. I may have a few changes to things like font colors, not for the filters, but for the promo piece, because I think there are people who don't like the dark blue. I'll just make some small changes like that, but I'll put them into the next sprint.
Okay, sure. So once you provided the detail, and we will change the changes. We will correct the changes.
Yeah, lovely.
Okay, sure. And that's it from our end. Shiv, you have any queries?
Thank you. That's brilliant. It's really good.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, thanks Balaji and Shrey. Reviewed, and only one more story is still pending, that is 1374. Sue, we have completed this story with the initial mock-up, and okay,
Page.
somebody is sharing.
Oh,
1 second.
So you can share.
Start.
Okay, let me share.
ಇಲ್ಲ, ಇಲ್ಲ, ಇವ್ರು ಉಂಟು.
So early in the morning.
Just a minute. So for ELT 1374, we are done with this story for the initial markup, Sue. But later you mentioned some changes, right?
Yeah, I provided another mock-up
Yeah.
that worked a bit better from a layout perspective with 3 columns.
Right. So can we do that in the next sprint, Sue?
Yeah, that's fine.
So maybe for now, can we close this and then we can duplicate this story and take it up in next sprint?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, Sue. So Srinidhi, you can mark it as resolved for now, and so you can close the story from now on.
Do you think it will fit? It will all fit into the next sprint, Kalpana? I don't know how many points you've got for the next sprint. Have you told me yet?
Okay, let me share my screen, the velocity part.
I'll stop sharing it.
Yeah. So for developers, we would have 14 points. And for Sheikh, Sheikh is a shared resource, so we have 4 points for him. And for QE, we have 7.5. In total, 25.5 points we have. And shall we look into the plan of readers? Readers rebrand. This is the most urgent one, right, Sue? This is the priority one.
Sorry?
So readers rebranding is the priority one for now.
Priority. Sorry, there are two priorities. This one, the homepage changes, is the main one, and the second one, it will be the work on the catalogue page that we've been discussing, and any changes I make to the content side of things on the catalogue pages. So those are the 2 main priorities for the next sprint.
Okay, Sue.
Oh, and sorry, and priority 3 is the catalogue updates that Claire has put through. Did you want to talk through these homepage ones?
Sorry, Sue. Can you please come again?
Did you want to talk through these homepage notes that I made about the changes? Or do you just want to wait until I've written them out in the story?
Changes.
We can
Which one we can take it up?
Homepage
homepage
changes.
changes.
Okay. So we can take homepage changes with the homepage. We can take it in the next sprint.
Okay. Does that give you a good idea, though, that to-do list of how many points it will be?
How many points do? Who will do? Sheikh or Balaji will do?
We,
It reflects both. Okay.
you can,
We would need to know the exact changes, Sue, so that we can provide the estimation. I mean, what level of changes is required.
Okay.
And Sue, we reviewed the stories in the backlog that you have mentioned in the email. So, but for most of the stories, I think more contents to be added, and it is just a placeholder for now, right?
Yeah, so if we take it from the top, the 1208, the catalogue landing page, that's a story that was in place in order to, I guess, take the catalogue landing page through to test.
Yeah.
I guess you still want that in place because functionality will need to be tested before it gets pushed to staging, I guess. You tell me.
Right.
Yeah, for cover testing
All the, not only for this tool.
Yeah, some combination.
Okay. So we planned like once we are done with the development and designing portion for Pearson readers, the QA will take one separate sprint for doing the testing and
Bug fixing.
also bug fixing in parallel. Can we do like that?
Can you do it in this sprint?
But we are
Or will it be in this sprint or in the next sprint?
in the next one, 82.
In 82?
With all functionalities within next sprint, then we can do that in the other sprint.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So shall I use this story for making comments about the catalogue page that's just been delivered and adding the content to it, adding the ISBNs, making changes to font colors?
We can use it for other purposes. Yes.
Yeah, I'll use that to make amends to the catalogue page that I've just seen.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so that will be 1208.
Okay, Sue.
I will add to that.
Yeah. Sue, and just a quick question. So should we have planning tomorrow or day after tomorrow, like when everything is set in Jira?
Well, you're going to have to just have to give me a little bit of time because, like, for instance, I've only just seen the catalogue page.
Okay.
This second, so you've got to give me a bit of time to write out what I think about it,
Okay.
and what changes I need. Plus, I've got to do all the other stuff as well. So, yeah, I mean, I'll aim to get it. We're Tuesday, so I'll aim to get it done by Thursday.
Okay, you mean
I mean, that's everything, not just that page.
23rd, you mean, Sue?
Yes.
We are starting the sprint by Friday, so we would be having the planning on Thursday then, Sue?
Yes, we can have planning on Thursday. Or we can have planning. When would we normally have planning? This is backlog grooming, right? Not planning?
This is planning for sprint 81.
Okay. So what do you want to do on Thursday?
So we are done with review for today. So since the few of the assets and other dependencies are there, we thought it would be better if we have planning on some other day once everything is ready in Jira.
Okay.
We went through, we did have an internal grooming.
Sorry, you speak.
Sorry, we did have an internal grooming session this morning, and we could see most of the stories have dependencies and a few other assets to be, I mean, we need to get the assets right. So only then we will be able to estimate and, I mean, we can confirm the stories for the next sprint based on the estimation. So we thought it would be better if we have a separate planning session once we have all the assets ready.
Okay, there are some things that you can discuss now, though. Some things that are complete and ready.
Okay.
So, like for instance, and it would be good to know how many points they're taking up. So the one I think that you could estimate now would be the 1371, which is the web assets.
Okay.
And then
Yeah.
and then the one with the science assets as well. I think if you could estimate those two now, because I'm worried that there are a lot of points.
Yeah, we could estimate the story, Shiban's story, but
That take up more.
Oh yeah, that too. But I always feel we can pull that if it's going to influence the other stuff. Sorry, I was just talking to Siobhan about the first-hand audio one. that's one that if it's going to take a lot of points and it's going to get in the way of the reader's rebrand, we'll just drop that one.
Which one?
But yeah, if you go down a little bit, I can tell you the number.
Okay.
Is it 130? 130.
130.
67.
67. Okay. English first time. Okay. And we need to take this as well, right? 1374.
Oh yeah,
Duplication.
1374.
Yeah. I'll clone attachment as well. You need it, right? Or it is different. She's telling me we could estimate stories that are ready for now, and then a separate planning session on Thursday for the rest of the stories.
Please one code is paid, right? In this group, you're going to pay.
Not exactly 1374. A new story has been created showing that 1428 will be that story. So are we taking this as well into the sprint issue? The duplication of 74?
The buy page.
Yeah.
Yes, that has to go.
Okay. So Shrinti, do you have any clarification on this new story? Yes, please go ahead.
Sue?
Yes.
Sue, we saw the new mockup you have attached. So we overviewed the mockup and we need some clarifications in that. In that, shall I share my screen?
Yes, sure.
Sue, in that you have mentioned for the first form, you were asked us to add some text, and we have a doubt that you have asked us to type your country in the search box. So Sue, we are integrating this form as an iframe. So I'm afraid we cannot able to do any changes in the form. So what would you suggest?
Don't you have the code for it?
Sue, so
Yeah.
actually we have the code base for the first form. Actually, the code base is from PHP code. So if we have the code in HTML JavaScript, then we can easily integrate the front-end application into our website like the UFO form. But here we have the PHP code, and if we do the form with using the PHP code, and practically it is not possible for this print because it is a very big work for us. So because currently we are using Drupal, so we need to change the code base, the basic code base to PHP, and we need to configure some server settings, and it will take more time to us. So if we get the HTML JavaScript code, then we can easily integrate the form as per the mockup.
Okay, so I'll go back to the people who developed the code.
Okay.
And I'll ask them either to make the changes themselves so that we still use them, which isn't my first option. I'd like you to be in control of it. Or would it be, what's the task involved for them to provide their PHP code in HTML?
Mm.
Is that a big task for them to convert the code?
No, sure, not like this. Actually, it is not like convert the code, because we are using the Drupal platform for the CMS. So it is a content management system. So we can able to put HTML, CSS, and JavaScript code in content management system. And if it is the code is coming from PHP or ASP or JSP, any other server related thing, we need to make some setup, separate setup for the server relations. So they after making the setup, we need to put the code there. We need to put the code, the PHP code. Then we will get all the data from that different environment, and we will get the code and paste it to the our server, and I mean the web page. So the processes will take too long to complete this code. And if we have the same code in JavaScript, HTML JavaScript, and we won't face that kind of problem, we can just embed the code inside our CMS page. Or because before that we was facing the same problem in before I think 7 or 8 months ago, we are facing the same problem for integrating the iframes, and they are providing some other ASP code. So we suggested the team that just please create a new page, so as per our markup, and provided to us. And they have changed, because that is a very simple work for them, because they have already make all the setup in their website. So they have created a separate page for our english.com, and they have make the sentence and text as per the markup, and they will provide, they have provided to us. So we are just embedding that form. So I think this is the small process. So if we can get like this way, and it is very easy to handle, and it is very easy to use in CMS. So or else if we get the HTML or JavaScript code, and it is also simple, but it will take a little bit time, but it is also simple, we can achieve it. So if it is PHP code, and this is the major problem for us.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. The second section is buy locally, and buy locally is as you mentioned in the description. So we can do it. So we can build a separate form for buy locally, because we have the content and the redirection link, and this one we can achieve it. And the third one is also iframe. So here is also you made some changes. So that is also we need to follow the same thing, like the find your local office iframe.
But I think the one on the last one you spoke about, the contact us, that's a form stack. I just need you to make the column width right, and I'll provide you with a form stack link for that form.
Okay, so that is better. If it is responsive, then we can look at the problem. Okay.
Will that work?
Okay. Yes, you actually that one is correct. So you just give the form stack new link, and because I hope the form stack is a responsive one, include it in iframe here.
I hope it's responsive. I haven't checked that, but I think it is.
Oh
yeah, I think it is responsive. So what I really need is just a new layout that's got 3 columns in it, and so that the forms can all be lined up and look even at the top. They don't all start at different points. That's kind of it, really. Is that all right?
One second, Sue.
Could you please repeat the last point you said?
Just to summarize what we've been discussing, for this page, I just need to have a page template that provides 3 columns where all of those 3 items, even if they've been delivered by a different format, you know, one's an iframe, one's some content, and the other one is a JavaScript piece. I want the styling to be such that they can all start at the same point. The heading is the same, on the same level, and the same fonts and style.
She's asking the style and all will be the same. Yes, the style, everything will be same. This we can create the exact look and feel as the layout.
Okay, lovely. Okay, so all you need from me on this story is just the form stack link. Is that right?
Yes, Sue.
Okay, I'll get that to you today.
Okay, Sue. Thank you.
So can we estimate now or only after getting the URL? We can
That is
can
not a
estimate?
matter, so we
Okay.
can estimate it.
So points, please.
Points, no.
How many points?
How many points you got? 2 points for you.
So actually, so sure. So for the first section and the last section, we can easily embed it as an iframe. And the middle section buy locally is we need to create some form. Then we need to add some functionality for redirect. So I think the entire designing and development, we need 3 points.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so shall I continue to present?
So Kalpana, is it possible to estimate right now the which one are we doing now?
Yeah, we can do the estimation now. Later we can confirm which are going for the next sprint. Yeah.
Sure.
Okay. Should we estimate? Okay, let me share my screen first. So are you able to see my screen now?
Yes.
Okay. So which one's you?
The 1371.
Do you have all the information team for this story to start working or any dependency here?
Yes.
You have all the story. Okay. And this is for you, Srinidhi?
Yes.
This is the Rachel.
Yes.
Okay, okay. And the story points would be 5 for this,
Yes.
including effort, right?
Yes.
See, we have estimated as 5 points for this story.
Okay. And can we look at the science assets, please?
Titles.
Is that 1380? This is
Yeah.
one. Okay, but did we estimate 3 points for this? We have estimated 3 points for this story issue.
Okay, that's great. Thanks.
Okay, but we are not sure whether we would be able to accommodate this story into the sprint since we have read other stories for readers.
Because Srinidhi has 6 points of velocity for this print. They has already occupied with 5 points for readers user story. So
and the 3 more
yeah,
points for the other story.
and 3 more points for the form story.
And she's planning to take 2 days leave in the sprint. So she'll be able to complete 2 stories. Would that be okay, Sue?
Sorry, can you say that again, please?
So for Srinidhi, we have already taken 2 stories for Sprint 81SU, one for that reader's catalog update, and then the other one for buy form. So we don't have bandwidth for her to take one more story.
This one has to be in this sprint, the science files. Can somebody else do the buy story?
Our Balaji.
Yeah, it's based on my work for next
Yes,
sprint.
and readers,
Yeah,
right?
because I have some functionalities to study, but let me see how many points I can
Okay.
accommodate.
Okay,
So
fine.
once the kickoff completed, then I'll show.
Okay. Sue, Balaji can work on this. Yes, but once we confirm the other stories, then we can decide.
Okay. Okay, I think that maybe we meet again on Thursday
Okay.
when I've been able to complete the homepage and the catalogue page stories.
Okay.
And then that will give you a better idea about what else is remaining.
Okay.
If I can finish it sooner than that, I will.
Okay.
Actually, I have a suggestion.
Yeah.
So actually, in the readers catalog update page, so we have around 88 titles. So can we split it as two parts? Because in this print, if we can take one part and we can accommodate one or two more user stories in English ALT sections.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, because in English.com, if we have more than 200 or 300 assets files, and we can easily complete within a 3.3, around 3 to 5 points. But in readers, it's not like this. So if we have a 40 to 50 titles, and definitely the work will be high. So in this case, we will take 3 to 5 points. So we have more complexity for doing the titles in readers, and we have less complexity for doing the assets files in ELT. So that is the problem. So if we have a 44 title for this print, because next 44 title we will do the next print, and if we do the first part in this print, and we can accommodate two more user story in ELT sections.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
Okay. Sure.
But I think it's still good for us to review again when I've completed the other stories.
Okay. Sure.
So we'll do that Thursday, unless I do it sooner, and then we could do it Wednesday maybe.
Okay.
Okay.
Sure, Sue.
Is that okay?
Okay. Sure.
Sure, Sue.
Sure.
So I'll just keep it as such. Let's decide on Thursday. Okay. Anything else for now or for Thursday, Sue?
I'm just looking at this list just to be sure I've covered everything. So oh, what about? Hang on a second. Just could you just go down your screen a little bit, please? Is this really important?
No, it doesn't need to be done really.
Okay.
Just eventually.
And do we want to see if we can get a sense of how many points English first hand is?
Sounds like
No, I think that's good. I think I'll just come back to you with the completed stories, and we'll meet again Thursday. Thanks, everybody.
Okay, Sue. Thank you, Sue. Thank you,
Sue.
Shibam.
Thank you.
And thank you, team.
Thanks, all. Bye.
Thank you.
Bye. My pressure.